2011 earthquake and tsunami, waves slammed into coastal cities. 2,000 people were killed in Atsushi's hometown. The Fukushima nuclear reactor was swamped, leaking radiation into the surrounding land and sea. The original tsunami barrier was just 4 meters high, but the waves just swept right over it. Now Japan is building seawalls 15 meters high. They offer more protection, but not everyone thinks they're worth it.
Por aquí, vea. Espérate, yo voy ahora. Sí, espérate, no me toques ahí que estoy grabando.
Earthquake is shaking here. Oh my God. Oh boy.
Вот такое удивительное галлоси сегодня. 5 апреля 2018 года. Я такого никогда не видел. Только посмотрите.
Скоро эта лодка летит.
que 78 y la primera vez en Uruguay. ¿Cómo está el Uruguay? El Uruguay no da para más.
Bentuk raya uang ni kau? Ha? Ikut topi ni kau?
Working against the clock to search for survivors. Rescuers are using cranes to get to those trapped in what's left of Hualien's Marshall Hotel. When the earthquake struck just before midnight local time, the ground floor caved in, leaving the entire building slanting on its side.
There are two people left inside. One is my older brother and another is his colleague. The rescuers are trying to dig further down to look for my brother. That's the situation for now.
Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen arrived in Hualien on Wednesday morning. Earlier on social media, she said teams from around the island will be helping with the search for survivors. Taiwan's fire agency reports that 5 more buildings, including a hospital, were also damaged, as were several roads leading to the city. This earthquake followed another one over the weekend off the coast of Hualien.
This earthquake today and the sequence for the last few days has been right in one of the hot spots on the northeast coast of Taiwan, so it's not a surprise. It's in an area where aftershocks are inevitable. You know, the question is how many big aftershocks will there be, and our usual odds are 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 chance of a bigger earthquake, so they need to be prepared, at least for a few days, for more action.
The city lies along the Pacific Rim of Fire, known for regular seismic activity from Alaska to southeast.
These deadliest days since it launched an offensive against Kurdish militias inside northern Syria over 2 weeks ago. 5 soldiers died when a Turkish tank was hit by YPG militia, while 2 soldiers were killed elsewhere. Violence has escalated in northern Syria in recent days as Turkish forces target the city of Afrin and threaten to push further east towards the border with Iraq. Dozens of rockets have hit the Turkish border towns of Rehanli and Kilis, where a refugee camp is home to thousands of Syrians. There was heavy bombardment in Syria. Our homes and cars were destroyed. We escaped to Turkey, and now they're bombing here. We'll stay here until it's safe to return. The bombings have also targeted people's houses and public utilities in nearby villages. This is our land, and we belong to it. Even if we have to live in a basement or on the street, we're not leaving. It's impossible to leave Africa.